What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Austin, and we have a very, very special, albeit abridged, roundup today with Mr. Davin Broadbent walking through the halls of Paris Blockchain Week, PBW. Very, very exciting. Davin, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, Austin, and thanks for squeezing us in. I know it's a busy time in your life at the moment. It's been a busy couple of days here as well. But we just wanted to take the opportunity while we're here on the final day of PBW just to take a few people with or take a walk for a few minutes through the halls and just see some of the stuff that's going on. It's been very, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. And so real quick, before we do that, I know that we had some announcements, right? We had the Debach partnership, which is monumental. And I wondered if you might touch on that just really, really briefly for folks and kind of help us and the community to understand what kind of a pivotal role Debach is playing for us, not just in a banking partner, but almost like a here's what we can do for banks type of partner.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Debach partnership is incredibly important. It unlocks the ability to them to be able to provide assets to their customers in a way that's just never been possible before. And on our side, we're the only people that can do that. It's really nice in terms of alignment. In fact, I sat down with Paul earlier, Paul Bureau from Debach. We were able to record a quick video, which you guys may or may not have seen. But essentially, he talks about why that partnership is so important, what it means in terms of the bank. But in terms of the wider banking partnerships, it's not an exclusive. They are welcoming and looking for kind of wider bank participation. So the banking networks in general to work with us on this solution and others that come out of the back of it. So in relation to obviously liquidity provision, assets, management, lending, all of the rest of it, there's lots and lots of cool stuff there.
Excellent. And so out of curiosity, what have been, without going too deep into the weeds here, but what has been the roadblocks so you mentioned that we enable them to provide these types of assets to their customers in a way that complies with banking regulations. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, privacy is probably one of the biggest ones. It's been a hot topic actually here at PBW, but privacy is probably easily one of the biggest concerns from a banking point of view. Regulation and compliance across fraud, theft, and loss. All of the things that we've been working hard to kind of identify as our USPs and to solve. These are all the things that are critical from a banking adoption point of view. In fact, we've been speaking to many banks. One of them is right behind me, and not just banks. We've been talking to other custody providers. We've been talking to asset managers. Again, some of them are behind me. We've been talking to other exchanges. Again, some of them are just behind me. And they've all generally been, incredibly excited about the opportunity that we unlock, not just with the Debach partnership, but with the way that we're providing this service.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so I see a lot going on behind you there. What have you guys been doing at PBW? We know that Ray spoke in conjunction with the Debach guys. What's been going on there?
So what hasn't been going on? Anyone that says travel and working remotely is glamorous. I can tell you that I'm about as tired as I've ever been since having kids, and I know you know what that feels like. It's been 18-hour days. It's been a lot of really, really interesting conversations, meetings, events, side events. I mean, the side events here have been fantastic. We've been invited to a lot of just amazing opportunities and conversations. A lot of it's been very preliminary, but again, a lot of it's been, incredibly interesting just around product development, around some of the demands and wants and needs. There's so much happening in the industry at the moment. There's so much happening, especially in Europe, but in the wider fintech and financial services industry, a lot of TradFi here. It's impossible to kind of summarize how important things like this are just from our point of view, to be able to meet with partners like Debach, but also to be able to meet with the people, not just the people that have the stands, but a lot of what's important and what goes on at these events is what happens around the stands. we've met a lot of people here who haven't attended the event, but were in town because they knew that people that they needed to meet with were at the event. We've met with, some institutionals, and some custody providers and a few others that wouldn't have been here if our partners hadn't been here.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we recently released the onboarding platform. People know that we're kind of moving towards the, beta release of Dev Exchange in the second half of the year. If you were to kind of distill this down, what is it that the community should know right now about what the team at DevvE is doing in the background with these meetings and everything?
Look, I think the message is the same. I mean, we are building the next generation exchange. We are building something that's infinitely capable of supporting TradFi, Web3, Web2, and combining the two. Really, I mean, it's the vision that we've had for a very long time. We want to bring trusted blockchain services and solutions to a Web2 world. People deserve to be able to interact with services that they trust. They need recourse. In any other situation, I don't know, you go to a shop, you buy a lamp, the lamp breaks. What do? You take it back to the shop, right? Even with Amazon, and that's the kind of recourse that's just missing from crypto. I mean, can you imagine? Could you imagine calling Binance and saying, "Hey, Binance, my trade got stuck, or I've lost my, I've lost my keys, or somebody scammed me out of 100 USDC." I mean, Binance would be like, "How did you get this number?" Like, we're not going to talk to you. That's just not how the world works. And for people to be able to trust, financial services and value exchange products, whatever they are, they need to have those mechanisms, that recourse, that reassurance, the regulatory approvals, and we are just unbelievably well positioned to provide that. So this is exactly what we've always been saying, and from a trajectory point of view, we are incredibly well positioned. We're on track. The partnerships are falling into place. The work that we're doing on the exchange is moving forward. On pace. There's lots of opportunities, and I can tell you from not just this event and all the people here, but from a retail and an institutional point of view, it's only going to get bigger.
Man, I love it. I was so gutted that I couldn't be in Paris with you guys, man. I'll get to the next one. I promise I'll stop having kids at some point.
You had some more important things.
All good, my friend. All good. Well, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. Anything that stood out to you about PBW? And I haven't seen Ray's talk yet, so I know that we're supposed to be getting a video of some sort, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, the recordings that we took were all mobile, so I apologize for that. But the actual event recordings aren't going to be made available until the event closes, which is not really any good to us. And I know all of the people that wanted access to that, wanted access to live streaming, etc. They weren't able to provide it. So, hey, say hello to Duncan.
We've got a roving Duncan in the background there. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
He can't hear you. I've got headphones in, but again, it's been it's just been a really, really busy, really interesting and great 3 or 4 days. I know Paul's exhausted. Please check out that video if you get a chance, Austin. It's again. But yeah, Ray's video will be coming out probably the next day or two, as soon as the events guys at Postal stole it and sent it through.
Wonderful. And I did notice that I had the old green logo on our background here. So please apologize to everyone for that faux pas. Maybe I can get Brad to edit that out. I do have a new sign coming that's going to be maybe. And if they don't tariff me into poverty, I should be able to get that sign. So, all right, Davin, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed, my friend. I hope the closeout of the event is amazing for you guys. And look forward to having you back.
No, fantastic. Really good to talk to you, Austin. Great to see you again. And thank you to everybody. We appreciate you jumping on board with the platform, the referral scheme. Our user onboarding is only going to keep ramping up. There's going to be a lot more interesting stuff happening. We're looking forward to Token 2049. And again, it's all hands to action stations. We're very, very busy. None of us have stopped since we've been here. Ray's now running to a meeting with the legal team and going to be going through all sorts of compliance to some of the new products. There's just a lot happening. So it's I wish I was sitting on a yacht in the south of France instead of actually feeling like my legs are about to fall off in the middle of Paris under the Louvre, but somebody's got to do it.
Wonderful. Love it, buddy. All right. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Davin.
Thanks, Austin.
Hey, everybody. My name's Austin. Thanks for tuning in for the Roundup, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.